I love Caitlin Clark. I love her too, y'all. She's a baller.
When Kamilla Cardoso was asked point blank who the most promising player in the WNBA is besides herself, she didn't hesitate for even a millisecond before declaring Caitlin Clark with the confidence of someone stating that water is what meanwhile her teammate Angel Reese has been putting on a masterclass in how to single-handedly torpedo a basketball team. And Cardoso's body language has been screaming louder than a fire alarm at 3 a.m.
Look at the frustration oozing out of Kamilla Cardoso. She gets a switch. Natasha Cloud, she's posting her up. We can't get an entry pass.
Kamilla Cardoso dropped a truth bomb that reverberated across the WNBA landscape earlier this month when she boldly declared Caitlin Clark the league's most promising player. The comment wasn't just notable for its candor, it was a direct snub to her own teammate Angel Reese, who has openly clashed with Clark's meteoric rise. Since their college rivalry days, Cardoso doubled down, emphasizing Clark's historic impact and her ability to lift entire leagues with her gravitational pull.
Most promising player in the league, apart from you. And that is obviously what she was asked. This is what she said to that. This is what she answered to that question.
A liga tirando você.
Caitlin Clark.
For Ree, whose preseason games drew fewer fans than a middle school recital, while Clark sold out arenas globally, this was a dagger to the ego of the contrast between Clark and Ree. Has never been starker. Clark, the Indiana Fever's franchise cornerstone, is averaging 24. 7 points and 9. 2 assists while dragging her team to playoff contention. Ree, she's shooting 29% from the field, turning the ball over 4. 3 times per game and failing to convert basic post moves against defenders half her size. Cardoso's praise for Clark wasn't just about talent. It was a coded critique of Reese's stagnant development and me-first mentality.
If I'm Kamilla Cardoso, I am upset with how this offense is looking. If I'm Kamilla Cardoso, I'm upset that I still can't manage to get an entry pass. If I'm Kamilla Cardoso, I'm upset that I still need to deal with this type of amateurism in the WNBA. The Angel Reese shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot, miss experiment. Okay, this is where Kamilla Cardoso, look, pass it out. Look at Kamilla Cardoso on the bottom of your screen here. Pass it out. Kick it out. Let me shoot a midi. How many attempts do we need at?
The Chicago Sky 2025 season has devolved into a dumpster fire wrapped in a train wreck with tensions between star forwards Kamilla Cardoso and Angel Reese boiling over after the team's 4th straight loss to the Phoenix Mercury, while Reese posted a hollow 13. 15 rebound double-double in the 94-89 defeat. Cardoso's comments about Caitlin Clark's generational talent, paired with her visible on-court frustration toward Reese, have exposed a fractured locker room. This isn't just a bad start, it's a full-blown identity crisis for a franchise that bet its future on the Reese-Cardoso duo.
Angel Reese had one of these double-doubles that doesn't translate to victories. And the WNBA celebrating it today. And she put up one of the most baffling shots I've ever seen in my life last night. She literally put a shot up looking away from the basket and just flung it up over her head. All the while, she had perimeter shooters open, and Kamilla Cardoso, who, by the way, had a hell of a game last night, a hell of an efficient game last night, was come running in under the basket.
If you are enjoying, please subscribe to Chicago Sky. Just suffered their 4th consecutive loss to start the season, a historic 94-89 defeat to the Phoenix Mercury that had Cardoso looking like she'd rather be literally anywhere else on planet Earth. And honestly, can you blame her? The woman publicly acknowledged that Caitlin Clark is the real deal while watching her own teammate turn basketball into a chaotic interpretive dance. Performance night after night. Oh yes, the meltdown that everyone saw. Coming from orbit, Angel Reese walked into the season with the swagger of someone expecting a championship parade, only to realize that confidence without competence is just delusion. Wearing a basketball jersey the Sky's 0-4 start isn't just bad, it's historically catastrophic, tying the worst beginning in franchise history. This isn't your garden variety struggling team. This is a full-blown basketball apocalypse with Angel Reese. As the 4 horsemen rolled into one, meanwhile, Cardoso has been standing in the background like a master chef, watching someone burn water her frustration. So palpable you could bottle it and sell it as basketball analysis.
Do you know that coming into this game, the Chicago Sky didn't have a single player a single player averaging double figures? How the hell does that even happen? How the hell does that even happen? Y'all didn't have a single player averaging double figures. That is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. How are you even considered a professional team?
But here's where it gets absolutely delicious. Cardoso didn't just praise any random player. She specifically chose Caitlin Clark, the very person who represents everything Angel Reese wishes she could be, but never will be. That's not just recognition. That's a declaration award disguised as a compliment. It's the basketball equivalent of telling your roommate that their ex was actually pretty cool while they're crying into a pint of ice. Cream, the audacity is breathtaking, and the timing, chef's kiss. Perfect. You gotta love the contrast brewing in Chicago. On one side, you have Cardoso, a legitimate talent who understands basketball. IQ exists for a reason. On the other side, you have Reese still trying to convince everyone that rebounding your own missed shots counts. As being productive, the woman has been moved around more positions than a chess piece in the hands of 5-year-old. First, she's a power forward. Then she's playing point forward because apparently the coaching staff thought, hey, what if we let the player who can't shoot handle the ball more? It's like watching someone try to fix a leaky faucet with a sledgehammer. Technically, you're addressing the problem, but you're probably making it worse.
I still believe that they're not giving Kamilla enough touches. I think that they give up on her too easily. I think when she seals, they just they literally can't get her the ball, and it's very confusing to me. And then when they do get her the ball, they throw it at her shin and get pissed at her when she's 6'7". Throw it up there. I mean, she's 6'7". Throw it up there. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Coach Tyler Marsh came into this job with the optimism of a first-time parent, thinking he could mold Angel Reese into something resembling a complete basketball player. Poor guy probably had visions of championship banners and Coach of the Year awards. Instead, he's getting a front-row seat to the Angel Reese experience, a never-ending cycle of missed shots, questionable decisions, and body language that suggests basketball might not be her. Calling the man is probably updating his LinkedIn profile. Between timeouts at this point, let's talk about those everywhere plans Marsh had for Reese. He wanted her to be dynamic, to create space, to facilitate, basically to become everything she's proven she cannot be. It's like asking someone who burns toast to cater a 5-star restaurant. The ambition is admirable, but the reality check is brutal. Instead of becoming the versatile weapon Marsh envisioned, Reese has become the basketball equivalent of a Swiss Army knife where all the tools are broken.
Mercury did not play well. The Mercury didn't play well at all. Y'all just wasn't good enough to put them away. I don't know what y'all gonna do, bruh. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all are 0-4. Y'all just blew a 15-point lead to a team that wasn't playing well at all. Tyler Marsh. I own a few businesses. If you need some work around the All-Star break, if you need a job, keep the vision. We got you. I got some work for you. You ain't gonna be no decision maker because you ain't gonna be no boss or nothing. But I'll help a brother out because the way this going, you're gonna be looking for employment soon, brother.
Meanwhile, Cardoso has been serving up a masterclass of professionalism while internally screaming. Multiple reports have documented her insanely bad body language when Reese goes into her signature routine of missing shots and refusing to pass during one particularly painful sequence against the New York Liberty. Cardoso literally started walking to the other end of the court mid-play because even she couldn't bear to watch the basketball carnage unfold. That's not just frustration, that's a woman who's reached her limit and found it was about 3 Angel Reese possessions ago. The most beautiful part of this basketball soap opera, Cardoso didn't just randomly compliment Clark. She did it knowing exactly what would communicate. This is a woman who's tired of being associated with mediocrity, tired of watching talent get wasted, and tired of pretending that effort without results deserves participation. Trophies. When she said Caitlin Clark, without hesitation, she wasn't just answering a question, she was making a statement about what actual basketball excellence looks like. And let's be honest about what everyone in Chicago is thinking, but afraid to say. Cardoso is absolutely right. Clark has transformed every arena she's played in into a basketball cathedral, while Rhea's turned the United Center into a mausoleum for missed opportunities. The contrast isn't even close. It's like comparing a symphony orchestra to someone learning the kazoo. One creates art, the other creates noise.
Honestly, I feel so bad for Cardoso because she's being outshined from everything other than basketball, just from the double-doubles and the Clark beef from last year. And Cardoso's really a better basketball player. She just is. And she's not getting the looks that she needs. And I think this duo could work out. I really think it could. But I'm telling you, bro, like, I just feel like Cardoso's going to want to trade soon. She's just too new to be, demanding.
The Sky recent performance against Phoenix perfectly encapsulates this disaster. They blew a 16-point lead, which in Angel Reese terms is basically Tuesday Cardoso put up 16 points and 9 rebounds in a losing effort playing like someone who actually understands that basketball is a team sport. Meanwhile, Reese collected her customary double-double 13 points and 15 rebounds, but anyone watching knows that stats. Without wins or just participation award with numbers attached, rookie coach Tyler Marsh, hired for his championship pedigree as a Las Vegas Aces assistant now, faces a mutiny just 4 games into his tenure's offensive system predicated on ball movement. And three-point shooting has collapsed under Reese's black hole tendency. The Sky ranked dead last in assists 16, 2 per game, and turnovers 18. 3, a damning indictment of Marsh's inability to rein in his star player. Tyler Marsh is learning what every coach eventually discovers when dealing with players who prioritize personal statistics over team success. You can draw up all the plays you want, but you can't coach basketball IQ into someone who doesn't possess it. The man has been moving Reese around like furniture, hoping that maybe a change of scenery will unlock some hidden potential. Spoiler alert, it won't. You can't fix fundamental basketball problems by changing zip codes on the court.
Do you know how ass you gotta be? And I'm not blaming no players tonight. Do you know how ass you gotta be to blow a 16-point lead? I don't give a f if Alyssa Thompson over there getting buckets. I don't give a f if Sabali over there getting buckets. Get the win. And the reason I said I'm not blaming no players, because this is a very successful night for the two bigs. 16 points, 9 rebounds. She had 4 assists. Angel had a couple assists. You already putting offensive pressure on this team, and the fact they still have to go out there and play defense, which they did. The
funniest part of this entire situation is watching Reese's supporters try to spin this catastrophe into something positive. She's learning. She's growing. She's adapting. They cry, while Cardoso stands in the background like a woman, watching someone try to convince her that water flows uphill at some point. Potential without production becomes participation trophy, and trophies don't win games. Here, Cardoso's public endorsement of Clark isn't just basketball analysis, it's a masterclass in professional shade. She's essentially telling the world this is what elite basketball looks like, while her teammate continues to provide a live demonstration of what it doesn't look like. The woman is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. And she just put Angel Reese's basketball reputation in checkmate. The Sky's 0-4 start has exposed every weakness this team thought they could hide. General Manager Jeff Payoa called it disappointing, which is like calling the Titanic's voyage a minor shipping delay. They added veterans like Courtney Vanderloo, Kia Nurse, and Ariel Atkins to provide leadership and stability, but even seasoned professionals can't overcome a teammate who treats basketball like a personal highlight reel with commercial breaks.
Chicago has to fix their veteran leadership in the post. They went and got veteran guards, hoping that the guards would mask the problem, but all they did was put a bad makeup job on it. Right now, Chicago fans are going to have to be patient. And I'm seeing a lot of people saying that, I can't wait till Angel gets out of Chicago. And to a certain extent, I agree. Angel would not be a starter if she went to any other team with a strong post player. Angel is going to be going through a very rough 3 to 4 years of this rookie contract, but Chicago has to make change.
What makes this situation particularly delicious is that Cardoso's comment about Clark came from a Brazilian interview, meaning she felt comfortable enough to be honest when she thought the Chicago basketball world wasn't watching. That's when you get the real truth. When someone isn't performing for their local audience, she could have said any name, could have given a diplomatic non-answer, but she chose to highlight the one player who represents everything her teammate isn't efficient winning. Focus and genuinely elite. The writing is on the wall in Chicago, and it's written in missed shots and blown leads. Tyler Marsh is discovering that coaching Angel Reese is like trying to teach calculus to someone who's still counting on their fingers. Cardoso is realizing that talent can't overcome willful basketball ignorance. And somewhere in Indiana, Caitlin Clark is probably watching the circus and thanking the basketball gods that she ended up on a team that actually understands the concept of winning.
Because I can't really see any reason why somebody would necessarily say that Kamilla Cardoso is wrong with what she's saying, because for me, it's almost as good as being fact what she is saying right now. Let's be real. It's not far off being a literal fact that the best young player in the WNBA is Caitlin Clark. Like, again, Caitlin Clark put up stats that if she put them up in NCAA, she might have won National Player of the Year. And she did it in the free